Now, as some of you may have heard in recent news, Dex said, and as DevLeak, hey, I'll update from my end. I'll only be able to work on bug fixes and maintaining the servers for now. Hordes has been on the back burner as I've switched to contract work / other projects to ensure financial stability. I hope to be able to ship bigger updates in the future, but can't make any promises for a timeline for now. So, basically, Deck has said that he's not gonna be working on Hordes for a while, for financial reasons. As well, some people may know, he lives in Europe. Europe isn't exactly a cheap place to live. Now, there have been a lot of people buying and, Elixir and such, but there's only so much that that income can actually generate. So, it seems to me he's just working to a bit more stable job for the meanwhile. Well, for those mental health. Some people have pointed out that why doesn't he just, hire people to, work on hordes? But, as we just saw, I don't think he has the money for that right now. He has to sustain himself, the servers, and who knows what else is going on now. Well, maybe his family. Parents, who knows? But, so that's the situation. Now, some people have said they want to quit. Me personally, I don't mind. Yeah, I've been a player since Alpha in 2016. I don't know which month I started, I'll be honest. Because I have shit memory, but yeah. But, I think I'll be fine. I'll be continuing to play. The thing what I didn't want to play for a while was because he added a lot of gold sinks at once. If I had to farm up all the way, and he's just gonna add something new again, I'd rather have just, waited for the new things to be added. But since he isn't going to be working on Hordes for a while, I feel like it's actually much more meaningful to work to play Hordes for now. Farm up some stuff. Because there's a lot. If you want like a full kitted out like characters, you need to farm a lot now. I mean, it's much easier to do, but definitely requires a lot of farming. And it does not mean that the game itself is discontinued, because some people have been going, oh hey, the game's discontinued, it's not gonna get updates anymore, or it's shutting down. That's also not what's happening. It's just that his focus is elsewhere. Maybe we'll get another big update, who knows, probably gonna take a year or two again though. But I personally, I don't mind. I haven't, it's gonna stay the same game. Now for a lot of people that's a deal breaker, because a lot more people like the dopamine hits, or like they want changes to combat and all that stuff. But for me personally, Hordes has just been a game where I log on, screw around with some people, crack jokes here and there, get mad that we lost in the fight, or that my RNG sucks on Gloom, and all these other things. Never really been so much so that it's constant updates. And I know some people probably just don't like that, and I think that's fine. As I said to AE when they left, I told them just ignore the game and have fun in Albion. You're allowed to do that, and same goes for anybody else who doesn't feel like playing Hordes anymore. You're allowed to have fun with something else. You're allowed to say you don't want to play Hordes, or you don't feel like it's worth your time. That's all fine. I think you should actually do that if it's more beneficial and helpful for you. I have been playing a lot of other games recently. Will come back to Hordes. I'm more fortunate. I have pretty good farming gear, so I can just farm whenever I want. And my time zone usually dead time zone, So a lot of times I just farm solo when nobody sees me. Although now I have a friends list, which is ugh, but whatever. But yeah, it's just fun, chill vibes. Farm occasionally. I get that dopamine hit from farming gold or other things. And there's still PvP going on. Now, as for how long it'll last, who knows? There's always new players joining in. There's people who are not aware of the situation. And personally, I think that's fine, because you don't need constant updates for this game. It's meant to be a light game that you can play. And in order to maximize out your character, okay, you need to spend a lot of time. So there's plenty of things to do, a little bit repetitive. So if you're not into repetitive grinding, what the f are you doing in MMORPGs anyway? So, but yeah, that's my 2 cents on this topic. I'll be continuing to play Hordes. I'm actually also glad he's not updating, because for a while, when the update dropped, I did a lot of videos, but the problem was, every time I upload a video, next week or two, or a month after, he updates something else again, and I have to remake the entire video, or scripts that I was working on. Not to be fair, I'm lazy on that anyway, but now I can actually work on things like the Wikipedia, like videos, things knowing it's not gonna change for a long while, and that's sort of a stability I personally like. But yeah, the updates definitely, well, I should say the lack of updates definitely not for everyone. But for me personally, I generally don't mind. I'll still be moderating the Discord, although there's not really much to moderate nowadays, since everybody's on their separate Discords, which is nice. And yeah, so I think if you... Oh, there's the obelisk right next to me. If you just want to play Hordes, and you want to grind for gold, now's a good time. There's not that many players. There's enough that Hellspawn parties are still consistently nowadays, but we're not sure how long that goes. But yeah, if you can grind up a solo set, that'd be pretty good. Even a +6 works well. Although I must say this spot sucks. It's only like 80 G per hour compared to the other spots that I've been farming today. Like, this spot is way better, although way harder, since everything is 10 Hellspawn stacks. But yeah, that's about it for me. I'll be continuing to play Hordes, even though there's not going to be any updates. And for the people who didn't know there were no updates, well, now you know. Does that mean you have to quit? Not really. If you want to, you can. It's all fine. Nobody's going to shame you for it. And yeah, that's about it. See ya.